Hello, fellow quarantiners. Peter here, and welcome to the next installment of Teach Me, the series that puts the spotlight on talented folks who may be at home right now during quarantine, as I do my best to be a guinea pig and learn something new from folks who aren't earning a paycheck as normal. If you have something to teach or know anyone who would be good, hit me up on the website, teachme.com. The topic can be really anything that you know how to do well and can be taught over video chat. Today, I'm sitting down with Jay Quintana. Jay is a makeup artist living in LA, and today he is teaching me how to apply my own makeup. We discuss how he got into the industry, and during our lesson, he shows me the ropes from start to finish, how to master getting that smoky eye. Now, I gotta say, this was a new one for me and really pushed my comfort zone, but you'll get to see me put on a full face and use makeup products for the very first time in my life. So sit back, relax, and enjoy me getting pretty and getting to know Jay a bit while trying to not poke my eye out with the mascara brush. So with that, I give you Jay Quintana. So, Jay Quintana, how you doing, man?
I'm good, and yourself?
Doing awesome. Happy quarantine. Thanks for joining me today. So what I thought you could do today is teach me some of your awesome makeup skills. And why don't you tell me, about your career and what it is you do?
So far right now, I am currently employed by Morphe Cosmetics.
Okay.
I am a makeup artist for the brand. I've been a makeup artist for a little bit over, I want to say 12, 13 years. I mean, when I was little, I loved to color. I loved to paint.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a creative boy, I guess you can say.
I'll tell you a quick makeup story that I always remember. When I was a teen, like 15, 16, I had really bad acne. I had that, classic hormone growth spurt and was broken out. And my mom pulled me aside and really embarrassing large red pimples. And she would put a little dab of makeup just to cover it up and I'd rub it in. And it made me feel a lot more confident and going to school without some glowing red thing on the tip of my nose. So that meant a lot to be able to do that.
Yeah, I feel like makeup itself is such an emotional product to where it can empower you. It can change who you are. It can change your personality, your character. It can make you into a character. There's so much emotion involved in makeup that a lot of people don't really realize that, I feel. When I was little, I kind of never really had confidence, to be quite honest. I didn't have confidence enough to even take off my sweater on a really hot day. My confidence was very low. So when I found makeup, I kind of felt I had the chance to be somebody else. I had a chance to be somebody else that I could only dream of. And I felt that sense of empowerment. I wanted to transfer that into my clients. And I feel like that's where my passion lies. It lies in just making them feel good about themselves,
So awesome.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I know that you do drag as well. When did that emerge in your life? How did you come up with your character and get into that world?
I started off doing drag a long time ago when I needed to pay my cosmetology school tuition.
Oh, wow.
And so I was like, well, I need a quick buck and I need to do these payments. So that's how I started. I started doing drag for these little backyard parties that I would just perform at. I would go to these little clubs, local clubs. Mm-hmm. And that's how I did it. And then I slowly started to evolve as an artist in drag as well. Dominique, my persona, Dominique, actually, the name came from an old girlfriend.
Okay.
And her name was Dominique. So
awesome.
I like her name a lot. The full character name is Dominique Sherritt Valère St. James.
Perfect. That's amazing. That's an interesting world I don't know much about. And in fact, I know almost nothing about makeup. I've literally never touched some of these tools. You sent me out to the pharmacy yesterday. And
let's see what you got.
This was one of the first things I grabbed. What is this?
Ooh, okay, cool. So that's an eyeshadow palette.
Okay, cool. So this is eyeshadow. I have a handful of brushes and liner things.
Okay, perfect.
Got this brush.
Foundation brush. Okay, cool.
Got this little guy. I think this is for blending eye brush. And then what are these little pencil-y things?
So we can do a pencil to kind of give you that very smolder, very kind of rock star effect. That should be cool for that.
Awesome. So this is
foundation, and that's bronzer. Okay, cool. Perfect.
I don't know what powder is.
So powder is just to kind of take away any of the shine or any of the moisture that you have on your face. Some mascara.
This is mascara. Okay, I didn't even know.
All right, so today we are doing this more kind of a red carpet fresh, kind of rock star look for any kind of straight guy that wants to put on a little bit of makeup for, you know, an awesome event.
I'm a little nervous. I'm in your hands. I want you to take the lead and kind of like walk me through the stages. And
Okay.
I don't know if you want to like do your own eyes along with me, and I can kind of
Yeah.
how you do it and try.
That should be fun. So first things first, you want to start doing your makeup with a clean canvas, and we want to prep your skin. I would get a little cotton ball and get some toner and just start toning your face just to kind of cleanse that guy out.
Okay.
Now that we got that going,
I'm feeling very toned.
now we're just going to air dry just a tiny little bit, and we're going to go on there with some moisturizer. When you get a moisturizer, you want to make sure that you're getting a moisturizer that's fit for your kind of skin type. So now that we have that, go in there with that pencil that I asked you to get. Perfect. Let's use that guy, and we're just going to dive in. So first I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to hold it a little bit more towards the end of the pencil. So now we're going to get that, and we're going to go down underneath here on the waterline, and we're just going to go ahead and color our waterline. Yeah, I'm going legit right onto the waterline.
So nerve-wracking. I've got a sharp penciling thing right next to my eyeball. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, don't make it too sharp. If you feel like it fits a little, keep going. Like, yeah, color it. Yep. There you go. That looks so good.
How's that looking?
It looks good.
That's awesome, man. I'm already feeling more empowered.
Let's go ahead and do the other side. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure this is really intense on camera.
So now that we have the bottom liner, we're going to go ahead and apply a little bit of that liner on top, as close to the lash line as possible. I'll do this, tilt my head back, I'll look down, and then I'll start to apply. And I'm giving that kind of swishing motion. Yeah, that looks good.
I don't know if I'm doing it right.
So now we're going to get more of a flat brush. This guy is actually the M522 brush by Morphe, and it looks like this. It's more of a flat, puffy brush. But we're going to use this guy to pick up a little bit more of an eyeshadow. So now we're going to pick up a dark brown, not as dark as the pencil, but yeah, so I would do the one at the bottom. Yes.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and deposit that color. I'm going to hold the brush towards the end, okay? And I'm going to deposit by tapping it into my lid. And you're going to tap that over that black until you have some sort of shadow like that.
There we go. Okay, that's it.
Now we're going to move the product around, and we're going to diffuse it, and we're going to do more of a blending technique, okay? So when you're blending, you're going to grab the brush from the end of the brush, and you're going to move the product upward.
Okay.
And you're going to start to diminish that guy. We're going to bring out that product outward here though, okay? So you want to make sure that you bring out the product so that way you can see all those colors transitioning to each other.
Okay.
I'm going to be using this brush here, which is more of a flat brush. And this guy's the same thing. You want to add that guy at the bottom, underneath here. So now I'm grabbing that product.
Oh, yeah.
And putting it right at the bottom. And then you can go back with your blending brush with no extra product and just kind of connect the top and the bottom together to where it just looks like a really good diffused eye.
It's looking good.
We're going to get another small little brush. I'm using this guy, which is basically, it's a lip brush. If you have any setting spray, I would get the setting spray, wet the brush a little bit. And what that does is that it's going to start intensifying the color that you're using. So it works really well with any kind of shimmer colors or any kind of glittery colors. It makes them look almost more like paint. And I dipped it already into a more of a metallic-y silver.
I don't know, champagne-y silver. What do you think?
Champagne-y color, we're going to use that as a highlighter.
Okay.
So try to use something that's a little bit more cool tone and not so warm.
Like just under it, or this top one, I don't know. What do you think?
I would do that one, the middle one on that side. Yeah, that guy. And we're going to get that guy, and we're going to apply that in the inner corner.
Okay.
So what also helps is if you can dip it into like maybe a little bit of water.
I've got a spray bottle. Check this out.
Oh, cool. Okay, so spray it a little bit and now apply.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that looks so good. Now that we have all of our essential for the eyes, now what we're going to do is we're going to enhance that with a little bit of mascara. That's going to be basically like the topper of your whole entire look.
I used to grab my mom's, you know, those weird pushy thing that like you put on your
that curl your lashes. Yeah.
I didn't get one of those, unfortunately. But, like, I used to play with my mom. I was like, what is this thing? Do those work pretty well?
You can definitely curl your lashes also with a spoon.
What?
Yeah.
Should we just try that? I kind of want to see
try it.
And use your thumb on the spoon?
Yeah, basically. So you want to just do the other side? The other side? Yeah, like that. And then you want to just, yeah.
That's so gross. Okay, sorry for going off the inside of my eyeball.
When you are applying mascara, you want to go as close as to the lash line as possible and swipe up.
Are those your real lashes, man?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? How did you get blessed with that kind of action?
I think it was my dad, honestly.
Holy cow.
So I'm going to go and do that all on both of my eyes.
How does this look on my nose?
I love it. So now that we have the top, we're going to go ahead and do the bottom, okay? I'm just going to do like a soft little swipe here and there. You can always reapply your liner if you would like, just so that way it looks nice and intense. Now that we have our eyes, we're going into our face. I'm going to grab some of the foundation and I'm going to apply that on my brush. And I'm going to just go in there and make little dots here and there. So what you can do with your brush is grab some product, get 1 or 2 pumps on the back of your hand.
On the back of my hand? Okay.
And get with your index finger and then just kind of do a couple of dots here and there.
Okay, so I'm going to use my finger there and then just kind of cheekbone around.
Yeah, correct. So now that we have that, I'm going to go in there and just start doing my foundation. We are going to continue stippling on the foundation onto the forehead, all around the temple.
Okay, what about my beard situation? I see you're rocking a short beard as well. Do you kind of avoid that?
For any guy that has a beard, I wouldn't add any more foundation just because it's going to look a little weird. The foundation on top of the beard, it's going to look very textury.
All right, I'm going to avoid that.
You just want to blend whatever you have here downward. So what you're going to do is you're just going to do this.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You just want to slightly blend it, just slightly. Not too much, and then the excess, brush it out. When it comes down to the eyeshadow part and foundation, it's really easy for the foundation to kind of cross over and to kind of mess up the eyeshadow, right? So that's when you can go back, reapply that guy just at the bottom, just so that it doesn't lose its intensity. Just a slight, and now I am going to blend that shadow out. Awesome. Yeah, that looks good. Now that we have that, we're going to go in there with our bronzer, okay? You know what? That foundation brush that you used, let's do that guy. No, the other one, the fluffy one. Yes. Let's get that guy. And you're going to hold it from, just like how you're holding it, correct? You're going to go in there and you're going to dab it. I'm going to add that guy right starting at the temple or the top of my ear down. That's going to be the guide of my bronzer. So you're going to kind of bring that guy down and I'm going to stipple it on first. And then make little circles and bring that guy inward. Yeah,
it actually adds that line right there.
We're going to get another fluffy brush, but you can use that same brush that you just used. Okay. And I want you to grab that kind of champagne color that we talked about. Okay, you can use that guy right there. Yes. And now we're going to apply that guy on the high points of the face. So you're going to apply that right here.
Okay, cheek.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yes.
Okay. So I've got my brow pen.
So now that we have your brow pencil, we're just going to go in there with like very light little strokes. And if it has a spoolie in the other end, that's even better. You want to just kind of like brush up your brows a little bit and just kind of give them a little bit of that extra oomph. Slightly add pressure to it, not too much. We're just going to add little itty bitty strokes.
This is the look. This is the finished product. There's no more layers. I've got powder. Does this go on at the end or is this just?
Oh yeah, we'll do that guy on the T-zone area. What this does is that it's going to basically take away any kind of shininess. So now that you have your highlight here, you have it here and you have it here. That's your highlight. So everything else should be matte because you want those other focus features to pop out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is this is the finished look? We've got.
And that is the finished look.
Face is on. I'm feeling fresh. What do you think?
I think it looks great. I think you're ready for like the MTV Music Awards, and the crowd goes wild.
So, Jay, I can't thank you enough for my lesson. I'm going to Venmo you as part of Corn Teach Me. I'm going to pay you for my lesson, $100. Where can our audience find you online? Give me a shout out for your Instagram, your social media. Where can they find you?
My Instagram is JQ Artistry. You can also find me on Twitter as JQ Artistry as well.
Okay.
And then on Facebook, you can find me as JQ Artistry as well.
And one more time, what's your handle for your drag persona as well?
It's Miss Dominique on Instagram, and then also Miss Dominique on Facebook as well.
Jay, you're the man. I'm feeling fresh. I wish I had a big excuse to put this on and go to some premiere, but thank you so much for my lesson, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, well, I want you to stay safe, take care of yourself, and we'll hopefully meet up in the real world once we get out of quarantine. But thanks.
Yes.
Have a good one, buddy.
You too. Take care.
All right, take care.
All right, just Venmo Jay for my lesson. Feeling rad, fresh, glowing. Let's take a look what it's like to go out in the world with makeup on. Some amount of confidence here in Venice you feel with some smoky eye, but it's quiet out on the streets. Too bad I don't have a gala to go to.